This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hey, what about our Comic Capers podcast?
What about it?
What about us?
Worlds are living, worlds are dying. Because we're back for the third and final part of Crisis on Infinite Earth. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, in the land of restored electricity is...
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire. And sorry I got so emotional last time. And just every time it gets me, and I just couldn't let you guys see me be a human. I just couldn't do it.
Well, Barry. Anyway, yes, so we're here to talk the third part, which is issues 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Okay. This is something Charlie Esser wouldn't like. Ambush Bug is only on the poster.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's serious stuff. We don't have room for that.
Like I said, it's not something Charlie Esser would like. But yeah, most of my favorite people are here, so not you, Guy Gardner. Sit down.
Exactly.
But we get both. We get both Green Arrows of Earth 1 and 2, so that was fun.
Yes.
We got Molly Main, also better known as Harley Quinn. Not that Harley Quinn. Calm down.
I know there was no Harley Quinn yet.
Yet. It was on its way.
Yeah,
though.
it wasn't even this was before even the animated.
Prank wasn't even around from freaking the original Flash TV series. So
Joker was a swinging bachelor.
We also get a little Justice League Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. But of course, like I said, I'm all about that JSA. Oh, we even got Metalman in this issue. This issue was like good.
But 9, what do you think of that cover? Just the villains.
I loved it, of
awesome.
course.
That Perez drawing all those villains.
Oh yeah. It definitely is dated, but I still love it.
Yeah. It's Perez. Perez is always awesome.
True.
But yeah, issue 9 opens with the Guardians giving a ring to Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner and Oa paging Guy Gardner.
Okay.
They're making a last-ditch effort. And I'm just like, yeah, Guy Gardner is your last-ditch effort. They're like, we're going to give you your ring back.
I just love how they're just like, they'd rather give it to that loose cannon instead of bringing Hal Jordan back.
He's currently busy being my favorite thing ever. And I was so sad.
Carol Ferris' houseboy? What?
Yes. Starfire. Not to be confused with Starfire.
I guess Hal quit, so they're like, he's not going to come back, and we're not going to beg him.
Yeah. But Lex Luthor's doing his thing and
rubbing his Lex all over everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Lex and Brainiac, like
Luthor. That's all that I can say.
Yeah, Lex and Brainiac are they assemble all the villains, and who gets uppity? Lex of Earth 2. He's like, why is he in charge? I should be in charge.
It's the Charlie of Earth 2. By the way, I was just kind of chuckling because this is like 1985, and they dubbed the Nexus where the Earths met as the Warp Zone. I'm like, what are we playing, Mario Brothers here?
Down that drain pipe.
Seriously, I was just like, oh, you tried it. So, and it's like, it's really cool because they're getting like creatures and entities from like everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the dinosaurs stomping through New York.
Oh, you missed Starfire and Nightwing meeting up with Starfire's arranged marriage husband.
Oh, we're getting there.
Oh, I thought you skipped over it.
No, just stuff. You know, I'm not necessarily going in order. You don't really need
Everybody wants
to.
that. Everybody wants that Starfire.
Have you seen her, sir?
Even little.
But you know what? Weird?
What?
You know, when I thought about it, I was like, we really didn't need to do a Harley when there were other female villains the Joker could have. Like the Poison Ivy team up thing. I was just thinking, and I was like, oh, then they did the thing with Poison Ivy and Harley, and I'm just like,
It's like the Joker didn't have a woman, but he had Joker. But there was a Joker's daughter.
I'm not sure that's how
That's
that
not how it
works.
works.
How any of this works?
But yeah, just all the stuff like, what is that? New York. Yeah, dinosaurs and volcanoes and futuristic cities.
Ugh, damn Simon. By the way, and I'm just like, oh, it had to be you. But he blasts Brainiac, so I was like, you better not touch my Lex. Then we're gonna have
Villains
problems.
just like zapping each other because it wasn't like Brainiac just like disintegrated Lex from Earth 2.
Yeah, it was just like it is all out chaos.
Well, it's like, I mean, yeah, spoilers. Eventually, we're gonna get to just like one universe. So it's like, yeah, there's a couple doubles. We can just slaughter people.
Like, I was just like, the Justice League is fighting the Brotherhood of what? Oh, evil. Okay. Wait a minute.
Can't accuse them of false advertising.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, the villains take down, what is that?
Oh, don't we see the real the first Dr. Light in the Fearsome Five?
I think so, yeah.
Oh no. Oh wait, no, he was the only one that wasn't in the Fearsome Five, from the Fearsome Five, that didn't show up in this issue, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he show up back up again? I know he was like in those first couple issues, but
yeah, I don't know.
I think they downplayed him for a couple of years, you know, while they brought in the new Dr. Light, but
yeah. And then it's like, oh, by the way, Gambler takes his own life because he lost all his money in a casino, and I'm just like, that's kind of what happens with the person who's lived in Vegas, and it's kind of what happens.
But yeah, we got a lot of crossovers because, like we said, the whole Starfire thing gets as shown in New Teen Titans 14. Then you see Dawn of Troy and Firehawk flying off into Firestorm 42.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
I definitely would, as companion pieces, I would definitely say you should read New Titans 13 and 14. Mm-hmm. And also Swamp Thing number 6.
And some of those Green Lantern ones weren't bad. I mean, it's extra John Stewart.
Yeah, true. Omega Man 31. And what else?
Like we said, there's at least 1 or 2 Firestorm issues.
Yeah, it's 41 and 42.
Yeah, and then there's some Superman. I know last time
Superman is shoot, it is. Yeah, it's 413 and 414. Or no, it's just 414 really, but if you didn't read 413.
Oh yeah, I mean Lex escapes from 413 right into the pages of Crisis. So.
Yeah, and Justice League of America Annual number 3 led into this one too. So yeah, a lot of supplemental reading. Actually, it's not like some of these more modern crossovers where it's just in there to be in there. Then, look at this War of Realms over at Marvel.
But even like
shots are fired
on page 8 of issue 9. What's the name of those kids? Because there's even like the picture of them.
Those crazy.
I forget, but yeah, you know that is basically it's everybody in DC.
Yeah. Oh, didn't we get Mirror Master for a brief second?
He might have been in one of those villainous groups.
The Sam Scudder version.
Was it Scudder still, or was it the? Oh, was that the first one? Yeah. Yes. It's so funny that's like how so many of like Barry Allen's villains either like retired or like went good for a while after his death.
say that was the longest comic book death ever.
I think so. I mean, if you count,
Pretty much my whole life.
yeah, oh yeah, it was 20 some years. I was gonna say the only ones that are longer, the people who don't come back, like your Uncle Ben's and stuff.
Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
He's been Mephisto this whole time. It doesn't count. Or Aunt May killed him as a sacrifice, and she's really Mephisto. Somebody's Mephisto in that family. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
That'd be great. What if Aunt May sacrifices Uncle Ben to become Ghost Rider or something? But we're talking DC here. Lilith, keep your Marvel out of it.
I'm gonna solve this mystery one way or another. So Warzone, that was just kind of like villains got a villain.
Oh yeah, villains trying to take over. Villains trying to take over when Earths are left, and then
It's like, bro, don't you think it's more pressing than to have a penis measuring contest? Penis is a medical term. I looked it up.
Well, they're villains. They're especially like Silver Age villains aren't.
So self-preservation, not consolidation of power at this point. That's the only thing I was just like, eh.
Well, I think Lex is like, I can handle everything, but I surround myself with an army, to make things easier.
Yeah.
Then Lady Quark hanging out with Diana Prince.
Strange times makes for strange bedfellows. Hashtag who has my fanfic.
Oh my. And then, Alexander Luthor and Pariah are talking to the United Nations. What is that, Earth 1? Brainiac just like appears, has his giant head and says, yeah, we're taking over everything. And Lex, we have the Earths, just surrender. Or die. He gives him 15 minutes to decide.
I will be charging you $1 million.
And let's just say Earth 1 Superman isn't in the mood right now, Lex, so.
So true.
And we get the Creeper.
Yeah. And I don't think we've seen him since.
No, he shows up every so often in the weird places, but I mean.
Nope. I'm pretty sure we never saw him again. I'm kidding.
How drunk are you?
I'm not drunk. It's the middle of the damn week, Philip.
Thursday night.
It's
Thursday night. I'm sure you're like close enough.
Not working 14 hours on night. Yeah.
But then, what is this? Earth? Is this Earth 2? Yeah. Earth 2, Superman and Power Girl trying to get through the barrier, and Alan Scott, Jade, Starman. What?
Starman, not to be confused with Stargirl.
And his cosmic rod.
Quantum sparkly tentacles.
Just about.
Yeah. Oh no. Quake Master is in issue 10.
Oh, but here's the scene everyone's been waiting for, because while the two Earths are talking to each other, which that must be damn good walkie-talkies, they go to Blue Valley, Nebraska. Wonder who lives there. Jake Garrick goes to see Lil's favorite redhead.
One of my favorite redheads. I love them all equally.
Wally West. He's coming out of retirement.
He was a little young for retirement anyway.
Well, his powers have been off,
Yeah.
Which we'll discover years later. And one of the storylines we'll cover in the upcoming in a month or two. A lot of that psychosomatic. So
I just have to say, leave Wally West alone. Leave him alone. You've done enough, you monsters. You've done enough.
And then they modify the cosmic treadmill so it like It's
Yeah.
attached to all these platforms, so because Jay and Wally are just gonna run like an army of superheroes.
Now, I want to see that in the Flash TV show. We got the cosmic treadmill like once.
Mm-hmm. It's basically just for
So-
training.
Yeah. Which is like, bro, that's no.
That'd be awesome. They just like drop an army of Supermans.
I think for the crossover, I think they should bring the cosmic treadmill back and have him and Jay Dirk doing that. I think that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got 5 hours to kill, buddy. 5 freaking hours, okay?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Wally and Jay start taking the superheroes to the different Earths, and we see Luther and Brainiac basically like, oh, we might lose 60% of our army, but who cares as long as we roll. Twirl mustache now.
He'd run his fingers through his lovely red locks if he could.
Yeah, he's right. And all I can do now is just like run him through his eyebrows. That's all the hair he has left. Look.
Eyebrows. Hashtag.
Artificial creations. But yeah, we see the superheroes get the drop on Riddler and Trickster. So many. We see let's get some Doom Patrol. Negative Woman. And we get Chemo. Oh no, Chemo kills was that Tula? And which Earth was that? Uh-oh, we may have lost Lilith Hellfire. That's okay. Yeah, it's Earth 4 where we see it's Beast Boy, well Changeling as he's going by now, takes out Riddler and Trickster, and then we see Cole and Tempest. Tempest part of a new Doom Patrol. New for the time. We see Cyborg taking out, I think that's Gorilla Grodd. We see Speedy. Like I said, we see some who's that Red Star from Titans? A Negative Woman, not Negative Man. And we also see Chemo try to take out Aqualad, but he takes out Tula by like, I guess, making the water all polluted or something. Let's see. Next we go to Earth S, which is the Earth I was gonna say Shazam, who used to be known as Captain Marvel at this point comes from. Let's see, Black Canary and Earth 1 Green Arrow taking out is that Punch and Joel? And let's see. Got Superman taking out Starro. And Sinestro first. Elongated Man. Man, we got people all over the place. Hopefully we should have Lilith back soon. And then we got Commander Steel and what was that, Plasmus? Yes, Plasmus. Oh, look, we got a scene with Quake. So maybe we'll see he kind of shakes Plasmus into the ground. So maybe we'll get that scene in the CW crossover. And then we got Steel's fighting who's at Warp, I believe. Yes, so we have Warp Zone and Warp in this issue. So in this scorecard to keep them straight. And Lilith Hellfire had some technical difficulties. She'll be back soon. Yeah, we get a big free for all. Oh, Eclipse taking down Wonder Woman. We see Icicle and Captain Cold. Looks like freezing Aquaman in the water. Like I was talking to Lilith about, we see some of Flash's rogues, which I guess what is it after Crisis? A lot of them go straight or retire because a lot of them don't face Wally West, or at least until later. I spoiled the ending. Then we go to Earth X, home of the Freedom Fighters. We see Poison Ivy, the Joker, the Floronic Man. Forget who's this guy in the white costume. They're taking down the Freedom Fighters, like we said. Joker's taunting Phantom Girl. Or is it Phantom Lady? We even got Mr. Mind. For those of you who don't know, that's the little worm guy from you might have seen him at the end credits of Shazam. See Earth 2 Superman and Katana, the new Wildcat. Just taking down villains. Dr. Phosphorus takes out looks like he's trying to take out Earth 2 Hawkman. We got just battle. That's a lot of this issue is just like big fight scenes and heroes and villains battling on multiple Earths before we get a consolidation of stuff towards the end of this series. But then the end of this issue, Brainiac and Luthor are talking, and they're saying, "Hey, no matter what side wins, no matter how many of our allies get killed, two of us will kill Superman." And then, she's back.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just doing a play-by-play of like the rest of that issue, but then at the end, as Luthor and Brainiac are plotting. Like you said before, Brainiac gets destroyed by Simon.
Yeah.
Betrayed.
Villain's got a villain. There ain't no trust in villainy.
And then, look at that. Just going nuts here. Next issue is just like the final fate of the multiverse.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah.
Then
this was crazy.
And then look at that cover for issue 10, the Anti-Monitor Spectre facing off.
Yeah. Good old Jimmy.
Jimmy. So yes, the issue 10, Death at the Dawn of Time.
Almost.
This issue is interesting because it's like, like what, 2/3 of the top 2/3 of each page is taken up by story, and then the bottom is basically like what the monitors like Lila going through the monitors records and stuff.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of those Twix 2-page bottom ads. Hashtag still bitter, never forget, never forgive.
Yeah, but these are at least somewhat entertaining.
If you say so. I'm kidding, of course it is.
Yeah. So it looks like Simon has the upper hand on Luthor, but then someone like just basically blast that brain off his head.
Yeah.
Yes. Brainiac has made a new body for himself.
As you do.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be a villain if you don't have a few extra bodies laying around. I think he learned that from Lex, honestly.
Well, I think he said, he's part of the ship.
Ship?
Tony Davis in our chat room said he plays DC Legends on his phone. I read where they're going to be bringing in some of the characters of the upcoming crossover into the game.
Noise.
Oh, play some Brandon Ralph.
Which one?
Kingdom Come Superman, of course.
Of course.
Play some JWS.
Oh, dude, I would freaking love that. But I'd be too tempted to make him and Linda Carter make out.
Oh, jeez. You and your Sims.
I know, right? I got to get Sims off the brain. But anyway, yeah.
Do they have any kind of like superhero sim games like that?
I have superhero skins and
No.
like custom content.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you do.
I've got Iron Man, I've got Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Captain America. I think I even have Fat Thor. I think.
Oh Lord.
Don't judge me. Anyway.
Well, man, we could really make action
God,
figures. Yes. So yeah, like I said, we see Chemo again after he's killed Tula.
Such a messed up name, by the way.
What, Chemo?
I always read it as chemo.
True. Well, maybe, yeah. It's basically just a big bag of chemo, toxic sludge.
Yeah.
He's taken out by Negative Woman.
Negative Woman? How rude.
Yeah, what are you trying to say? Oh, you can get custom DC and Marvel skins on Second Life?
Oh, God. I haven't played Second Life in, literally 15 years. Literally 15 years. I remember the day I deleted my account so vividly.
Oh, look, we even get Black Adam.
Yeah, he was doing his thing. Honestly, I don't even know what DC is doing. I'm just so upset. I'm so upset that we're getting a TV version crossover of Infinite Crisis. I'm just...
Hey, you got to build up a movie. You got to build up a good movie universe before you can do Crisis over there.
We were going to have a good one. And then things happened. Hashtag still bitter. I'm going to move on. Anyway.
Yeah. So, Cole turns Black Adam into Crystal, and Robot Man's about to punch him.
Robot Man, how original.
Hey, it's Silver Age. A lot of them don't have, the names aren't that subtle.
I know. Superman.
And that original Dove. No.
Ugh. The worst. Hawk too. Hawk is the worst too. They're equally the worst.
Mm-hmm. And Dr. Shavana again.
Just.
Or as Charlie Esser calls him, Dr. Sylvania.
I'm just like the TV brand.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and then we get some John Jones.
Yeah, he feels like he got nerfed though.
And who's that? Platinum of the Metal Men.
Metal Man.
And then here comes Adam to save the day by cutting off Billy Bats and gag so he can say Shazam.
Rude. Just rude. Everybody's thunder is getting stolen in this story. That's all that I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. And Batman and Robin went to Earth X.
Nazis?
Batman's punching out Calendar Man.
Damn it, it's always you, Calendar Man. Just kidding, it's never you. Go sit down, Calendar Man.
Was Kite Man busy?
Dude, I swear to God, if we don't get Calendar Man and Kite Man and freaking Batwoman, I don't even know what we're doing. And I'm so pissed, by the way, that it's not her twin. But I'm going to let it go.
What?
Let's see how it plays out on the TV show.
What?
Yeah, her villain?
Alice isn't her twin?
Not in the TV show.
I was afraid
they're
of that.
Supposed to be identical twins. So if they're twins, okay, whatever. But they're supposed to be identical.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could live with them not being identical twins, but it's like
don't even hire another. I mean, granted, it is Ruby Rose, so maybe I should be thankful that it's not the identical twin situation. Anyway.
Then we see Speedy and a bunch of people take out the Shaggy Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 I think that sums it up about this issue.
But yeah, like I said, the last issue and this issue, it's basically just like big battles and stuff, and fight.
Give you what you came for, punch 'em ups. Yeah.
I'm not talking about your dating life. Until the specter appears over all the earth and yells, "Stop!
Yeah.
You must stop this." The anti-monitor still lives. Everyone has to team up.
Yeah. About damn time. I've been waiting on this pep talk.
So then
The obvious pep talk.
Yes. So then all the heroes and villains gather at Death Valley of Earth One.
Because Earth One's the only one that matters.
Well,
Earth One lives matter more. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
well, wait a couple minutes. Yeah. Earth 2 Superman saying goodbye to Earth 2 Lois.
Cries and fangirl.
And then we get Superboy from Earth Prime.
Boo!
Well, he's not a douche yet.
Boo! He's the reason!
What?
He's the reason for all this trash.
He was the reason
All these
for Infinite Crisis and stuff. Remember, he was the original reason Jason Todd came back.
Exactly.
He punched that wall like a boss. Like
a petulant little freaking brat. Please don't let John turn out like that.
I mean, they retconned it to be that way anyway, but I remember it's like when DC was like, no, they didn't throw Jason Todd in a Lazarus pit. No, it's a way better reason. Superboy Prime punched a wall.
Wah, wah, wah. Moving on. We're just catching all the sore spots today. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. Yes, I do have Superboy Prime's theme song. Here we go.
Oh, it would have been even better if you had the Mountain Clown one. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. I miss Bob Barker, but Drew Carey does a lovely job on The Price is Right.
That's great. So then Uncle Sam's giving everyone a pep talk. Because reasons.
I'm just saying, Jim Corrigan can, take a long walk off a short pier when it comes to being the Spectre. Somebody did it better, surprisingly. Somebody I don't even like did it better. That's all I'm saying.
Jordan.
Really gonna have to do Zero.
I offered. Hey.
I know. I'm not ready for that just yet.
She has to wait for till 2020, people.
Yeah, I feel like we should do it after Arrow's finale.
Okay.
So whenever that happens.
I was gonna say maybe we'll just take a month and do all the crises. Well, however long it takes, all the crises.
No, I can't do them back to back. I'll be too sad, especially when we do the new 52 stuff.
Angry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We'll have to do Flashpoint too.
It'll be Convergence all over again, Philip. You don't want that, do you?
Oh, should we do Convergence in one episode too?
Oh, we have to literally do Convergence because only one good thing came out of Convergence.
Mm-hmm.
So,
the one good thing came out of Convergence is the thing that came out of Lois.
Are we allowed to say that? Yes, we're allowed to say that. It's a medical term. It's a medical thing.
It came out of the hoo-ha as a medical term.
It's a term. Fighting nerds.
It's a pre-existing condition that's not covered by Obamacare. It's fine. It's fine. We're moving on.
Childbirth?
Yeah, no, seriously.
So yeah, so basically the heroes with all the between the metal men and then all the people with electric powers and magnetic powers open a portal. Superman flies Alexander Luthor through, and then Wally and Jay basically run through, bring everyone else through. Oh, here's the thing. I'm trying to remember if they addressed this later, but like Brainiac like shuts himself down, basically trying to preserve himself. I think what I'm always like, wouldn't it have been cool if like Brainiac, like Galactus had survived the previous universe and he was like the only thing to survive into the new DC universe?
Oh, nice. But they weren't thinking about that.
He would have been, he would have been all cocky. He'd be like, "You're not as powerful as the Superman I remember."
Seriously. That's Ambush Bug's job, though.
Or just like Lex. Why are you trying to run a company? You were so much more than this. Come on.
You gotta evolve. Times change. Newspapers fall out of favor.
I know.
Get yourself a blog or a newsletter.
Then we see Aqualad get the news Tula has died.
Speaking of which, hold on. No, I know we're gonna put a pin in it because I definitely want to talk about it for Capes. But yeah, Aqualad's got a boyfriend. Times are changing.
Oh yeah. I haven't watched that episode yet. Yeah.
And it's not Garth. Okay, moving on. Listen to Capes this Friday, right here on Get Vocal.
I'll make sure I watch it. Yeah, I haven't watched the new episode yet. I will. Charlie will be like, "What? Which one? What?" Then we
Charlie, it's fine.
Then we see the heroes going to the dawn of time because Superman's thinking, I've tried to fly to the dawn of time and failed.
Because you ain't got the speed force. Like, I know you think you're a hot shot Superman, but there's certain things you can't do. Like, you're susceptible to magic, so just shh.
So I know Wade hadn't created the speed force yet, but do you think they could I don't know, install?
There was definitely something protecting the speedsters, connecting them.
I mean, do you think it's just that in story they hadn't discovered it yet, or could they be like, oh yeah, what the speed force really didn't exist until the universe got rebooted, kind of, sort of?
Yeah.
Now
I think all the speedsters actually tapped into something a little different, like how they, Johnny Quick has his formula, Jay Garrick has the hard water stuff, and like everybody had a different kind of origin, but it was still kind of like this connected thread with the Flash family.
Yes, Max Mercury.
I think they wanted to actually pin that down and really explain it, and I think it's really cool. I like the Speed Force.
Oh yeah. But yeah, everyone
better than the emotional Lantern Corps. Just gonna say it.
Oh yeah. But then everyone gathers at the dawn of time to battle the Anti-Monitor. I wonder if we're gonna get this scene on TV.
Don't hold your breath.
I wonder if they're gonna. I mean, we know, instead of Barry, it's probably gonna be Oliver sacrificing himself. I wonder if they're gonna do a mix and match. I wonder if they're gonna take that Oliver scene from the end of 0 Hour.
Oh, I wouldn't like I said, I wouldn't count on it because nobody's a real big comic book person.
Yeah, but I wonder if we'll get something similar though.
I doubt it, but it'd be cool if we did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. So
that would be awesome because it's in 0 Hour. Yes, I mean spoilers. Oliver has to take down Hal Jordan, who's now Parallax. But I wonder if that's the whole thing about the 10 episodes of Arrow is Oliver traveling around with the Monitor, and they kind of start to form a friendship, and then the Monitor is revealed to be the Anti-Monitor, and Oliver has to take him down.
I mean, it's classic Oliver, right? He's always friends with the villain.
Yeah.
Hello. Mm-hmm. Hello, Megan. That is Oliver's jam.
I don't know.
I'm going to either bone you or we're going to be best friends. I'm just saying. It was summer growl. That's all I'm saying. What happens in Russia stays in Russia.
Or it comes back 18 years later. Yes, I know.
Or it just hacks your Facebook.
But yeah, but meanwhile, the Anti-Monitor is just monologuing about how he could break out of his prison, and it wasn't Pariah who freed him. So letting Pariah off the hook.
Ugh.
And then we see
Who cares about Pariah? Nobody. That's why he's a pariah.
and then we see the people or the heroes who have enough powers attacking the anti-monitor.
Yeah, we still got a little bit to go, so don't hold your breath, kiddos.
No, I know. But then we see an army of villains like traveling back to the dawn of time and basically
Who the hell asked you here, basically?
on Oa. But they get taken down by the Owens. Oh, they're trying to stop Krona from creating the multiverse. See crisis number 7. And then everyone's still trying to beat the anti-monitor. But there should be my hand that Krona sees.
Sprinkle, freckle.
Because the anti-monitors are like, okay, there'll only be one universe, the antimatter universe, my universe.
What a fluster crack.
But then we get the Spectre, and
he's had enough of your guys' shenanigans, okay? He wants to go home and just take a nap. He's cranky.
We get it's the Spectre in his full power and his little cape and nut smugglers.
Is it just me, or does it kind of gives me Doctor Doom vibes? Like, is it just me?
What, Spectre?
Like, if Doctor Doom and freaking if Doctor Strange had a baby, like a costume baby, that's what it would be. It would be the Spectre's costume.
I mean, he basically looks like he's just running around in a cape and underwear.
Yeah, which pretty much is.
So yeah, so Captain Underpants attacks the anti-monitor. We see the Mystics like all combining their powers. Although unless he's off camera, I don't see Constantine there.
That came. Yeah.
Yeah, this is before.
Scroll way down. Find Newcastle Crew. We talked about.
Get some Dr. Fate, some Zatanna, Phantom Stranger.
You know what? It was never meant for Dr. Fate to be Dr. Fate because his first name's Nelson. Like, that's too cool of a power for a dude named Nelson.
Kenton Nelson.
Just saying. Sorry if your name's Nelson.
But they see the villains have failed and Krona is opening his view screen, the doorway in the past. And the anti-monitor's like, yes, look at me. Then the Spectre screams, and we just see everything crack, and the universe looks like it breaks like a pane of glass or something.
Almost like, Vibe let it unleash his full power.
Oh yeah, I mean, what was it? It was either 9 or 10. Yeah, there was a panel of Vibe, like quaking down plasmas.
Yeah.
But then, so everything breaks, and it's just like, what? But then we get to issue 11.
Exactly.
There's a lot going on in that cover. And then we get to think about how, in the beginning, there was a multiversal infitude. But now, all of a sudden, I guess it's one universe. As we get to issue 11, Aftershock. As Earth 2 Superman wakes up in Earth 1 Superman's apartment.
Creepy.
And puts on his clothes, so.
Extra creepy.
And then because on his Earth, I guess he's the editor of the Daily Star, so he walks in and just thinks that's his office, but he actually sits down in Perry White's office.
Uh-oh.
And then Earth 1 Clark shows up and's like, oh, hey, Perry, have I introduced you to my Uncle Clark, who I'm named after and look exactly alike?
James Bond Jr.?
And we both look exactly like Superman. Anyway.
It's the Shaw Jog line.
But yeah, so they go up to the roof and both change, and Earth 1 says, I'll fly with you to the warp zone.
Uh-oh. That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it's in New York. So, but then, because they're like, oh, what happened, and then Superman say he will, or Earth One Superman say he woke up at the Daily Planet, but in his office, yeah. And it seems like nobody, like the normal people on Earth, no one remembers the strange weather Earth's been suffering. He said,
It's all Mandela effect.
yeah, he finds a reference.
Oh, just a big glitch in the Matrix.
And there's references to Supergirl dying, but not like the details. So they fly to New York, and then they see what is it, Washington Square Park, but everyone's like, what portal, what, there's nothing here. And no one seems to recognize Superman, Earth 2 Superman. Then they fly to the twin cities of Central and Keystone. And while Jay Garrick remembers both of them, his wife does not remember Earth 2 Superman, even though him and Lois were friends with them. And again, Lilith's favorite ginger is there.
Yay!
So the two Supermen, Jay and Wally, all get on the cosmic treadmill and try to run to Earth 2, but there's nothing there. Just darkness.
Yes, you should have had a will.
So Earth 2 Superman's like, no, there's nothing for me. It's all gone. So he wants to try to stay in the void, and Earth 1 Superman's like, no. Jay, get us home. I love all the modifications they made to the cosmic treadmill at last issue. But when they get back, the cosmic treadmill's destroyed, and like Wally's like, oh yes, it's destroyed beyond repair. Exactly. And it's like, meanwhile, in a couple years, isn't there like a working model in the Flash Museum?
They just didn't want to do anything for him, okay? Let's just face it.
And the treadmill has to survive so Eobard can come back in time with it.
They just didn't feel like it, dude. It was their Sunday. Give them a break. They just wanted to be... Okay, Philip, get off their case. I know.
But then we see a bunch of heroes in space, including Adam Strange.
In space!
Animal Man, Adam Strange, Dolphin for some reason.
Because it's Dolphin. They wanted some Daisy Duke action.
Oh, she wearing a white shirt, too. Holy. But they find Brainiac all deactivated.
Oh, no!
But then back on Earth, all the heroes assemble at Titan's Tower to figure out what's going on. And Harbinger starts to explain, but then they see like Earth 2 Huntress is no one remembers her, or Earth 2 Dick Grayson.
Poor things. So, they should, you know what? Them and Superman Earth 2, they should start the Forgotten League.
Yeah. So the Harbinger's describing the new history of this unified Earth, and the Uncle Sam and his freedom fighters are from like World War II, and they're Phantom Girl has like a great facelift, I guess. And they never went to Earth 2. And then she says, only one Krypton exploded and sent out one single rocket. Inside was young Kal-El, with the EL. And there was only one crime alley and only one pair of Waynes that got killed. So, yeah, Earth 2 Batman never existed. So how does his daughter exist? Only because you look...
Life, it finds a way.
Well, they said, no matter how crazy it is, anyone who went to the dawn of time when it got rebooted survived and remembers everything. For now. Yeah, people, this is crazy. So Earth 2 Superman is not happy because he figures Lois is gone.
Just wait.
Just wait. Then we see Dead Man and the Phantom Stranger checking out the Spectre, who's like, I don't know, in a coma or something.
He just needed a nap. I told y'all, let the man have his nap.
And then we see what's this in Vegas?
The Hulk? What?
I
What's
wish.
going on?
No, isn't it the Angle Man, one of Wonder Woman's old enemies? Because there's a detective convention in town. Oh, look, there's Bullock.
Detective convention?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, Christopher Chance. For all you Arrowverse people.
He had his own 2 shows, okay? Human Target doesn't need Arrow's help. Okay?
I know. So then we see Dr. Fate, Etrigan, Amethyst. Oh, look, we even get Dr. Occult.
Yeah. Like, just.
And as if things weren't bad enough, the Shadow Demons are back.
Shadow Demons attack!
And then Dr. Fate and Amethyst.
Yo,
I know. Dr. Fate and Amethyst fall through some portal right into Amethyst issue 13.
Wow. I can't believe that shit got a book.
And then Earth 1, Superman's trying to calm down Earth 2, Superman. And then on Paradise Island, we see Earth 2, Wonder Woman is gone there, and nobody knows her.
Just challenge her for the freaking crown, dude. Do what you gotta do.
That'd be weird. Like Earth 2 Wonder Woman becomes like Earth 1's mother or something.
Don't give them ideas, because I smell a Wonder Woman reboot right around the corner.
What, Gal's gonna be the mother?
No. I mean in the comic books.
Oh yeah, they hit it.
There's always
they got to 75. Yeah, it's about time for a reboot.
New number 1, doing the Marvel method.
So then Batman and Robin show up with Alexander Luthor. Look how small Jason Todd looks here.
I don't care about him until he becomes redhead. So,
when that happens. And this is before his rebooted origin, because right now he's just like a clone of Dick Grayson. He was a circus acrobat, and But yeah, so Batman has to Batman in and say, now there's only one Joker, one Penguin, one Riddler. And they went to talk to Lex in prison, and he doesn't even remember helping the heroes.
He does. He just won't give them satisfaction. I'm sorry.
But then, look, back in Gorilla City, we see Solivar injured, and he doesn't even remember how he got injured.
That happens to me every day.
Yes, but this was like universal mind wipe, not tequila.
Same difference.
Then we see Red Skies again, and the Anti-Monitor's back, because we got one issue.
Red Skies, you say? Must be Man Central City.
We got another, because we got one more issue. Because the double-sized conclusion. Did you see the title of what it's called? False advertising. What? Issue 12 is Final Crisis.
Yes. I always joke about that. It's the final countdown.
The final for this decade. Crisis.
Well, yeah, for this decade.
And then look at that cover for issue 12. Just everyone attacking the anti-monitor. So issue 12 opens up with the hero, Dolphin and her boys still on Brainiac's ship.
You know what? I need that maxi series. Dolphin and the boys. Dolphin and the boys. Yeah.
And where's this they're taking us?
Black Manta, Ocean Masters.
But they take off with Brainiac, who's reactivated himself. And then we see everyone on Earth just staring up at the sky, listening to the anti-monitor. And he says something about the Flash being dead, because Wally's like, the Flash is dead? You murdered the Flash?
Good. Now I can stop being called Kid Flash.
Exactly. And Harbinger shows up to get both Superman, and she comes for Dr. Light. The new Dr. Light. And
old boss, same as the new boss, same as the old boss.
And then the Shadow Demons are just attacking Earth. And we see all the heroes. Oh, look, there's Earth 2 Green Arrow. Not for long.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Blue Devil's back on Earth.
Go back to Jersey.
How would you wish that on anyone?
It's okay. He's not listening.
This is DC. Yeah, he ain't listening to this. We see heroes all over the Earth battling shadow demons. And again, the Mystics are trying to wake the Spectre.
Stop interrupting that man's nap. Jeez. Poor thing.
And once again, they're trying to open a portal to the antimatter universe to go face the anti-monitor again. How many? This makes what, like 3 times they've.
But it's third time's the charm.
So yeah, the heroes decide who's going, but then all of a sudden, something at super speed runs in after them. Meanwhile, Brainiac and crew have made it to Apocalypse.
I mean, when you need a vacation.
The fire pits. All right. So here we go. Back on Earth. We're going to start killing off some irrelevant characters, or,
people's books who aren't selling. You're gone. You're fired. Get out of here.
We're either going to replace them, or we have too many of this, for too many versions of this character, because we see, here's where we get the death of the original Dove. Shadow Demon basically just explodes him. So that's what turned his brother into Monarch. Let me see. The Mystics doing their thing in Dr. Fate's tower.
What?
I don't know. Was I keeping the Nexus open?
Whoa. Easy there.
But then we see all the heroes in the antimatter universe. They discover Wally West has followed them in.
What an idiot.
But then he sees a vision of Barry because, remember? Barry saw a vision. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were busy off crying. When Barry was making his last run, he saw a vision of Wally. This is what he was seeing, issue 12.
And all is connected. Wait a minute.
That's connected.
No free advertising. They're going to pay us. We want our nickel.
Who, Super Connectivity? Yeah. Charlie Esther and his sexy co-host over there on Super Connectivity.
Wait, Maz isn't his. I'm kidding. I'm
Maz, take your shot.
Anyway,
Kid Flash takes off running, and the heroes follow him, and then look, it's a Psycho Pirate. We haven't seen him in a while.
With a good reason. Nobody
basically
likes
pulling
him.
on Barry's empty costume, yelling, "Flash, you lied to me. You can save me." To Wally.
I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you.
And then Wally just decks him. And then
Common sense. That's the first sign of common sense I've seen in 12 damn issues.
I love, the costume isn't enough, but then Wally sees, the ring, the flash ring is here too. Oh, Barry must be dead.
Must be dead.
But that's when the anti-monitor shows up.
And it's on like Donkey Kong. Literally, he starts throwing barrels and
for different views of this battle, see issue 150 of Wally West's Flash run.
Yeah.
Oh, but then back in the ocean, Lori Lamaris gets taken out.
Well, there's Superman's secret gone.
For now, Byrne brings her back for like a year or so.
Just needed some healing waters.
Exactly.
That's all.
And then in Chicago, we see Earth 2 Green Arrow get taken out because, hey, we have too many of those.
Nonsense! There's never enough Green Arrows.
I would have been funny if they would have killed Earth 1 and kept Earth 2 and kind of, if that would have been today, they would have did that just so they could de-age them or whatever.
Yes. Or, they just give them Lazarus pit water.
Or merge them like they did with Hawkman. All the Hawkmen.
Yeah. Oh, the Hawk people's story. Just, I like them as warrior aliens. I don't like the other thing.
In New Orleans, we see who's that? Ramen.
Now I'm hungry.
That's what they call him. He's Prince Ramen. Raman. Oh, when we get I believe it. We see the deaths in one small panel in Gotham City. We see the deaths of the Bug-Eyed Bandit and Clayface 2.
Clayface 2.
Matt Haig, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Basil Carlo is still in jail, and the other two are out there somewhere.
Somewhere. One is probably secretly Crocodile. That's all. Killer Croc. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
And then, they don't. I mean, you see Shadow Demons attacking them because Cole throws up a diamond dome, but basically it's the death of Cole, Earth 2, Dick Grayson, and Huntress.
Cole from Titans?
I guess, yeah. She has those crystal powers or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Although you never see a body, so
he could come back.
All of them.
You get right on that.
So yeah, we see. Oh, I guess the Mystics. That's the spell. They were getting rid of all the Shadow Demons. Finally, after they killed all of our excess baggage.
I was gonna say all the dead weight. Ooh, ouch.
So everyone's trying to fight the anti-monitor in the antimatter universe until the Dr. Light powers up or something.
She has the power.
And anti-monitor's just threatening everyone, and then I guess Negative Woman wraps herself around anti-monitor. Everyone's just blasting him. Oh, I think Dr. Light uses the power. What?
Just the phrasing.
I know.
My goodness, Philip. You're killing me.
Dr. Light uses the power of the sun to blast the anti-monitor, and it looks like he's dead.
Never dead on the first try. Any horror buff fan will tell you.
And I guess the Earth had been transported to the antimatter universe because the heroes open a portal to send it back.
Because reasons, just reasons.
And
it's fine.
And the heroes are all flying back. Hey, mission accomplished.
Oh, George Bush.
Well,
ouch.
yeah, they were not successful because the monitor or the anti-monitor gets back up.
Philip's getting his buttons confused.
Yeah, he lets out an energy blast, and who does it appear he kills, Lilith? Earth One Wonder Woman?
Come on, that was never gonna
What?
happen. Wonder Woman was never
I
in
know,
danger.
but
Be serious.
I mean, they explain what happened, but it looks like she dies. And
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, right. There would be riots in the streets, homie. This ain't Jason Todd dialing a number and it's a 50-50
oh yeah, I mean,
shot,
by the end of
okay?
the issue, they're like, just wait. She'll be back. But I mean,
Yeah, even like 8-year-old, 9-year-old me was like,
and
no.
Superman Earth One is just PO'd. He's just like, first Supergirl, now Wonder Woman. He's like, no. He's like, I don't care if I die. I'm just taking out the Anti-Monitor. But then Earth 2 Superman knocks out Earth 1 Superman and Lady Quark, and he's like, tells Superboy, take them back to the negative, the positive universe. I'll take out the Anti-Monitor.
Because he's got nothing
That's
to live
right.
for.
So then Superboy's like, oh, he needs help. So he just pitches those two through the portal. And again, Darkseid's just watching.
I mean, either way, he's fine with it.
And basically, Earth 2 Superman and Superboy basically destroy Anti-Monitor's body, but he's still like energy. And it's while he's at his weakest. No, Darkseid sends some power through Alexander Luthor to hit the Anti-Monitor.
That's a nice little piece of artwork.
Basically blasts him into the sun, but still the Anti-Monitor comes out as like a fireball.
Fireball!
Until Earth 2 Superman punches him like a wall. Punch that fireball.
Now that's what I came to see.
And basically, the Anti-Monitor falls back into the sun, but it's imploding, and the shockwaves are rippling outward, destroying everything it touches. So Earth 2 Superman and Superboy think they're going to die, but that's when Alexander Luthor is like, oh no, I have Lois.
Come into my pocket.
Well,
Universe.
I mean, again, they wrote it here. It's like, oh, I guess they, kind of making the analogy to heaven or whatever, but
yeah.
Wait until the mid-2000s, people.
Grim dark is everything.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, last we see is them walking through a portal and then darkness. But then I guess Lila is making her own logs now and explains Wonder Woman, well, she kind of died, but she was reverted back to clay and put back on Paradise Island.
It's okay. She just went to Tahiti. It wasn't a decoy life model. She just went to Tahiti. It's fine.
And
it's fine.
Yeah, so basically start the whole thing again.
At least Zeus still wasn't her father. Just hashtag still pissed.
And Earth 2 Wonder Woman went to live on Olympus.
Give her some Zeus D or what?
Well, it said her and her Earthborn husband, so just outlived that husband. Then we see what?
How is it? It's not Steve Trevor though.
I don't think it just says her Earthborn husband.
Yeah, Earth 2. I don't think she was.
I
can't remember now. I don't know, but not Earth 2. Earth 2 is murky.
Yeah. And then we see Jonah Hex was like sent into the future.
What an odd choice.
Yes. That was crazy.
You know who I would hire as Jonah Hex? Ryan Reynolds. There, I said it. Fight me.
Has great bone structure.
It's like I can't keep playing all these creepy dudes with effed up faces. Give me a complex.
Yeah, then we see all the heroes mourning all the dead. And then we see the scene. Wally puts on.
Scene of the crime, more like it.
But just by coincidence, Wally West was struck by some antimatter blast from the Anti-Monitor, and it's basically fixed all of any physical problem he had with his speed.
It jump started his not his libido. What
Puberty?
do I want to say?
metabolism.
Basically.
So, but meanwhile, they depowered him too, because right now he can only reach the speed of sound.
Well, frick, I do that in my car every day. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so basically you only run a couple 100 miles an hour. Yeah. So he puts on the suit.
You gotta cry before you can walk,
right.
homie.
So yeah, and then the last page we see the only one to remember, basically remember the previous universe and to remember everything is the psycho pirate,
who was secretly ambush bugged the whole time.
Charlie Hope.
There, I did it for Charlie.
So yeah, and then after this mini series, like people don't even remember. Remember Superman's like, oh yeah, people don't remember how Supergirl died. Nobody even remembers there was a Supergirl or a previous Wonder Woman, because when Wonder Woman shows up again, they're like, who's that?
Yeah, that was sad.
In Legends. It's weird because it's like no one remembered Supergirl or the previous Wonder Woman, but it's like everyone remembered Barry died.
You know why? He's got a penis.
Whoa!
They don't. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, but it's like they brought back Wonder Woman, so I guess they don't want to maybe cause confusion.
They wanted to get rid of some of that weird stuff about Wonder Woman.
And they didn't remember Supergirl because they brought in Matrix. I think the only reason they remembered Barry because they replaced him with another person. It wasn't like a different version of Barry. They wanted the whole legacy thing.
Yeah.
So that is Crisis on Infinite Earths.
There's tears, there's anger, there's laughter, there's surprises, there's twists, there's turns, there's backstabbing, there's something for everyone.
That's right. It's fun and games. It's just like a typical little Hellfire date.
No, there was not copious amounts of alcohol. That was the only thing missing.
There's red skies, antimatter blast.
Must be made in Central City. That's all I can say. But yeah, this was. Every time I reread it, I feel something different, and I don't reread this a lot, just because it makes me sad for what could have been had they not done this, or if they actually had stuck to this and this would have been the only reboot.
I always think I don't know if it should be like I don't think it would work as an ongoing, but they should do like a series of mini series, like what if the Silver Age continuity had kept going? What if everything before New 52 had kept going?
Yeah. I think they tried to answer that with Convergence.
I know, but it was only like 2.
I didn't like those answers, damn it.
Yeah, but and two, it's like they're all stuck on this like alien world. I mean, I want to see a mini series that's actually they're all on Earth and stuff.
Secretly, they never disappeared. There, you see those stars up in the sky? That's where they are, and in your heart. As long as you remember, they're never truly dead. Except for you, Supergirl.
All right, should we get out of here? We're over now.
Yes.
I mean, but it was double-sized issue 12, so. All right.
Got your money's worth.
All right, so send us your thoughts on all of that. Next week we'll do a episode of Wade's World.
A palate cleanser, if you will.
Yeah, 1 week of Wade's World. Deadpool 41, and then in September, in September we're gonna get to like I said last night, after when Lilith was crying herself to sleep, we're gonna be doing 2 Supergirl episodes and 2 Batwoman episodes. We'll rotate Supergirl, Batwoman, but so again,
Gotta get you ready.
You want to know Batwoman?
Can you
what?
Batwoman? Batwoman is actually the lead-in for Supergirl on Sundays. That's so weird. Yeah, she's coming on at 8 and Supergirl will be on at 9. So I wonder if they're gonna let Supergirl go a little darker, like they did with Arrow when he was in the 9 o'clock slot. That'd be cool.
But oh man, Sunday nights. I mean, eventually Supergirl's gonna be going up against Walking Dead
in football. I guess they figure it's counter programming, but even I watch football every now and then. Oh, I'm rooting for the Raiders because they're moving to Las Vegas in 2020. So like I've been a Raiders fan, but like I haven't been like a Raiders fan for like the last 3 years. So I'm getting back into it. So I don't damn straight. Yeah. I guess shameless plugs.
Shameless plugs. All right. So send us your thoughts. Like we said, if you have any Supergirl or Batwoman questions, send them to us. We'll address them on the next couple episodes of Comic Capers. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Comic Capers, @Comic Capers Pod, and @CL Sidekicks on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. And check out Work in Progress. Not even Universal Catastrophe can take out Work in Progress. Capesandlunatics.org. Go subscribe to the Capes and Lunatics YouTube channel. And also subscribe to our weekly newsletter, brand new, capesandlunatics.home.blog. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And again, the new home of all the live content. You can watch us live and watch this mess live at getvokl.com. And
no, they're not paying us yet.
But we would gladly accept their money. Love Hellfire, where can people talk the end of the universe with you?
If you want to talk the ends of the universe with me or drink copious amounts of alcohol as I live tweet, you can find me on the interwebs via Twitter @LilHellfire. And I'm on the gram just for my sidekick peeps and my Capes and Lunatics peeps @LilHellfire69.
I got naked. I showed my dog.
Batman, is that you?
I got naked. They edited out my dog. All right. So thank you, everyone, for this oversized conclusion of Crisis.
Of the final crisis.
The not so final crisis. Like I said, join us next week for Wade's World, and then join us in September for a bunch of your primer for Batwoman and Supergirl. We got you. We'll do your homework for you. We're nerds.